What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're here with a UFC 4 full career. I've done this with UFC 1, 2 and 3. UFC 1 I believe I've done a martial artist. UFC 2 I believe I've done a boxer. UFC 3 I've done a submission specialist. So UFC 4 I tried to utilise as many tools the game had as possible, and I wanted to go with a kickboxer who learns MMA as he progresses. So, you know, he is a very solid kickboxer, you know, good power in the hands. And that's kind of the style I want to go for. But I wanted to make sure that he learns, maybe get some good ground game in, learn some submissions, good ground defense, not just one-dimensional fighter. So this is Seth Lopez. He is a heavyweight. He has a pretty unique backstory that you guys are going to see in a moment that I thought was a pretty fun way to do it. One thing I want to say with UFC 4 is this game is a bitch to go to decision on. It just is. Just spoiler alert, there is no decisions in this video, which I couldn't believe. Every career I've done, I've gone the distance at least once. Just couldn't do it in this game. Physically couldn't do it. No matter what happened, it just wasn't happening. So what I've done is I've set Seth Lopez from Miami. Now, if you guys have put the connection between UFC 4 and Miami yet, then well done to you. But obviously, he's decided to get a UFC contract a different way to what most do, and that, you know, obviously that doesn't mean the Contender Series, that doesn't even mean the amateurs. He's going with something completely different. So without further ado, guys, let's get into Seth Lopez's first fight, where he becomes, this is the start of him becoming a star really, but this is the start of Seth Lopez, and it starts on the streets. And here it is, boys. Seth Lopez starts on the streets, in the backyard, brawling for nothing but hopeful fame and hopeful attention. He's not brawling here for money. He's not making money in these streets. But he is a solid kickboxer with an absolute vicious kicking power, a vicious punching power. But of course, these people on the streets, they're tough, man. These motherfuckers are tough. You know, they know how to grapple. These aren't just bad sluggers, but that one got caught with the nastiest front kick in the world. But we go into fight number 2. Look at this motherfucker, just grey shorts, same gloves as me? I don't think so. Look at these body kicks. Lopez already has got absolutely sensational body kicks. Body combinations, kick combinations, punch, kick combinations. He's a very fluid fighter. But this guy took us into the second round, which Lopez just couldn't believe. He wasn't conditioned very well at this point. Exhausted, but started to use that question mark kick there, trying to mix people out on the streets. Nasty overhand and a perfect uppercut. The jab, the overhand, followed by the uppercut may very well get this man out here towards the end of the second. And there we go. His third fight. Now he's getting a little bit of traction. That's the thing. He's getting a little bit of traction online. Gets dropped there. I mean, this is an incredible fight. There was lots of drops. I mean, there we go. 2 for 2 in the first round. Been dropped. But Lopez is tough, man. This dude is resilient. You know, he is, you know, I hate to say it, but he's got that dog in him. He has got that dog in him. We drop this old grey ass man. If you guys know where he's from, then well done to you. And here we go. Look at that. 5.5 million views on the video of Seth Lopez going to town, man. Getting the nastiest kicks. Absolutely sensational. So, you know, you guys know that Dana White is going to see this for sure. He's going to see this knockout and he's going to say, let's bring him in. Let's go old school. And there we go, boys. We are offered the UFC contract. 3 fights. 13k to show. 13k to win. Let's get into it. So 0-0 is a professional, and they give us Todd Duffy, which just cannot believe, but it didn't matter. He absolutely ate the knee. It counted as a crane kick, but it for sure was the knee as he shot for the takedown. It didn't matter, though. He was out. But then we get a couple of bums here, you know, no big deal. This was a short notice fight. You know, it is what it is. Bit of ground and pound, showing that we've already evolved. Since being able to make money, we've been able to go to new gyms, new coaches, and lock in a submission. People were like, he's just a street fighter. Fuck no, he's a martial artist through and through. He's even got ground defense and the perfect head kick. So, first 3 fights, 2 knockouts, 1 submission, and already the 15th ranked Tai Tuivasa. Now, this is big, man. People are trying to get me exposed, you know. Tuivasa is saying that I'm scared, that I'm just some street brawler and I don't have it in me to be a martial artist. And it's time to prove the UFC fan base wrong. Seth Lopez is not a bitch at the end of the day. That's the way it is. He is not a bitch. He may get hurt. He may not do perfect every fight. But he is here to be a champion. And he has done it a very very unusual way. Look at the kicks though. They are snappy. They are fast. They are vicious. The ground and pound, but unfortunately reversed perfectly into the half guard there. But we can eat ground and pound of our own. We're tough, man. We're tough. We work hard in the gym day in and day out. We'd pieced up his body throughout this fight, and he shot for the takedown, got in the clinch, and it was no match. 5th fight, we get Rumble Johnson. And it was just easy. It was light work. Rumble just, he had a few leg kicks and a massive hook, and it was over. Now at 13 ranked, we get a couple of bums. They're trying to fucking give us some 2 unranked muppets. I'm not having that, boys. I'm not having that. However, at 13 ranked, we get number 8 ranked Alexei Oleinik, who we know has got dangerous submissions. But we embarrassed him in this fight. He tried to get us down, and he failed again and again and again. There was nothing he was able to do in this fight. Absolutely mortified him. Just, oh my god, brutal stuff. Then we get a Tom Aspinall fight, which is pretty good, and we lock him into a lovely submission, which I'm pretty happy with. And so far the career's going well, man. We get number 8 ranked Daniel Cormier, which is very exciting. And then it ends up being, Cormier pulls out, so we end up having to accept a late notice fight against number 2 ranked Volkov, which is absolutely just a sensational chance for us. You know, this is number 2 ranked, and we put the fucking beat down on him, man. The lead check hook was just nasty. Then we get the Cyril Gane fight, and, you know, I don't see the point in, you know, they offered me some other stuff. I did actually have a DC fight, which unfortunately wasn't recorded. The file was just corrupt between these two. Then we get Francis Ngannou, one of my favourite fights of this career. Top 5, big hitter Francis. We couldn't get in his power, so my idea was stay at range and throw leg kicks. That was my idea. Just stay at range, throw leg kicks. I'm tripping him already in the first round. That was my plan here. And this is a fight that I'm going to have to show you guys the fight statistics for as well, because they're just absolutely incredible to look at. So at 12-0, number 3 ranked in the world, in the heavyweight division. We've already beaten some of the best. We get offered, shut up, coach, cargo pants, bitch. We get the Alistair Overeem fight. This was a banger. This was a tough fight against an exceptional kickboxer. Probably in his prime. Got a feeling he was probably on drugs in this fight, to be honest. There's no way he was able to eat the punishment that we gave him. But he did. And you see the first round is very back and forth. He's getting me in those clinches. He's wearing me down, landing those shots. I missed a good amount as well. I was exhausting myself. He pressured Lopez here and clearly was uncomfortable. Into the second round, yet again being pressured back against the cage. Getting shot with easy stuff here, you know, getting hit with it. Not having fun, really. The pressure is not something that Lopez is really used to, but drop over him there with the perfect hook. And we had been dropped just before this clip as well. So we'd both been dropped. Third round again, I was having a bit of a mare in this round. Second round, we had both dropped each other. Third round, I was having a nightmare, getting pressured, getting taken down, getting dropped. We cut to the 4th round, and you can see I'm hurt. I'm concussed badly as well at this point. I was gassed. I'm struggling from the pressure. But I was determined to win, man. I felt like we had it in the bag, but unfortunately, we didn't. We got absolutely highlight reeled KO'd, and it's just unfortunate. But then we get offered number 1 ranked Stipe Miocic. And this was a pretty good fight. You know, I need to get back to the winning ways. Bullied this man on the feet. Just tripped him up when I wanted to. Got into stat guard here and just Lopez just rains down these strikes. Just absolutely beating the shit out of him. And it was a good fight. Stipe's a good, you know, pretty good competitor, but he was no match. I mean, look at the stuff he was eating there. Though that knee to the face in the clinch while rocked. Got him into the back mount position. And this is what I mean, man. This is how much you can see Lopez improving. From a street kickboxer to choking out and putting to sleep Stipe. Not normal people would do that, man. And then I had to take on Derek Lewis. Number 7 ranked Derek Lewis. But I was number 1 ranked at this point. So I was like, alright, I'll take it. Like, I get put on a show here. Nasty combinations. I'm just putting them together. Body shots. He's struggling here. Absolutely vicious. End up just letting him get back up at this point. He does end up landing some pretty good stuff. I probably shouldn't have got so cocky. But unfortunately, I get rocked there. Get hit with the lead hook and get dropped down to a Seeing Stars. But I'm okay. I'll end up recovering from that. No big deal. And then one perfect hook as he twists his body, puts him down. Then we get the rematch with Volkov. And yet again, 2 body shots, and he's down, man. Lopez has the nastiest body shots in the world, I swear. And then we get a title shot, but this time the champion is Cyril Garner, 11-4, which is pretty interesting, to be honest. I've already beaten him. He's a great kickboxer, but I'm just going to carry on doing what I do against people like this, and I attack the legs. That's what Lopez does. He attacks the legs. He throws good straight shots, and that is the way I kept it. That's the way I wanted to happen. I wanted him to fear kicking me. I wanted to make his legs so painful that he feared kicking me. And already halfway into the first round, he's got a visible limp. Tripped him there at the end of the first, and you can see he's struggling, man. He is struggling. Trip him again in the second round, and check the kick, and he was in too much pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 28 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Lopez.
So the first title defense was against Curtis Blaze. And one thing I noticed when fighting Curtis is he likes to duck down his head a lot. We fight him twice throughout our career, but he ends up ducking his head a lot. And that time, throwing the overhand, gets caught with the crane kick, perfectly knocked out. Rematch against Ngannou, same game plan, just going to avoid him. Just keep hitting him with leg kicks. I don't need to do anything crazy. And that's the plan with Francis. You know, you just don't engage in his game, which is throwing massive shots on the inside. He will knock you out, and yet again finished him there, which is pretty light work. Then we fight Curtis Blades here again, and again one thing I noticed when fighting Curtis Blades is he ducks down a lot. He goes for the clinch a lot, he shoots for lazy takedowns, and he throws an overhand quite a lot, and it's easy to counter that at times. It's really easy to see what he's doing. See, he drops low to throw an uppercut. Don't know why. Gets caught with the knee to the head as he drops his head down and gets ground and pounded. That's one of my favourite victories that Lopez had. Absolutely love that victory. Just absolutely brilliant. I did want a rematch against Overeem, but unfortunately he did retire. Sorry about my phone, guys. He did retire, so we ended up having a rematch against Tom Aspinall here, which is a pretty good one because they wanted a third Cyril Garn fight, but I didn't see the point in it because I've already beaten him twice. Get fucking body slammed here by Tom Aspinall, but you know Lopez is just built different, man. He's fine. Tom was getting pieced up. He got some good takedowns in, but he was getting pieced up to the body, to the head. No one really offered that huge challenge except for Overeem, and he retired. Everyone who we ever rematched got beaten quicker. And yeah, like there was a few fighters that we didn't take on, but Tom Aspinall gave us a pretty good challenge here. I was trying to throw lots of body kicks, but he was able to block a good amount. But you can see there, just landing nice combinations, rocking with the body shots. Tried to go for the body crane kick, but unfortunately missed. He goes for a takedown again, but this time we're able to stuff it, which is just lovely. So all in all, man, you know, you're going to see here, you know, the sad news at the end of this fight here. Nice body kick again. Try to land the elbow. Nice couple of combinations. And again, you'll see right here, oh, the crane kick to the body. Just didn't want to land for some reason, but it is what it is. Rocking with the body shot. Try to throw the elbow there, but to no avail. Elbow there, though, perfectly. And the body kick, TKO to get and still. And here we are, boys. 20-1, the champion. 20 UFC wins. Highest win streak of 12. Most knockouts in UFC history. We had beaten so many. We'd beaten Curtis Blade, Rumble Johnson, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Garn, Derek Lewis, Tai Tuivasa, who was still in the top 15. But our career consisted of just the most incredible streaks of victory ever. So this is where Steph Lopez was like, you know what, I've done what I want to. I'm going to call it a day. Most finishes, most knockouts, 3 submissions, 17 knockouts, 4 title defense. Oh no, 4 title defenses, but 6 total title fights, 5-1 in title fights, 20-1 overall. And you guys are going to see the absolute stonker of a list that we took on throughout our career. We started on the streets, then we got the Todd Duffy fight right off the bounce. They wanted to give us Todd Duffy in our first ever UFC fight. They were definitely betting against us at that point. There was no way they weren't. I was top 5 in this heavyweight division by the time I was 10-0. I took out the number 2 ranked when I was 9-0. It was a great career. Lopez has got such a great story from the streets all the way up until the UFC champion with 4 title defenses, the most knockouts, most finishes. And you can see we've got Todd Duffy, Tai Tuivasa, Anthony Rumble Johnson, Alexio Linick, Fabricio Verdum, Daniel Cormier, Tom Aspinall, Volkov, Cyril Garn, Ngannou, lost to Overeem, beat Stipe Miocic, Derek Lewis, Volkov again, Gain, Curtis Blades twice, Francis Ngannou twice, Gain twice, Volkov twice. It was a good career. It was a good career. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, it was definitely a fun one to do. UFC 4 is so boring that I had to make it entertaining for you guys, which is why I thought, you know what, from the streets to the UFC to UFC greatness would be a great way to do it. I thoroughly had a lot of fun on this career. I hope you guys did enjoy watching. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe down below for more. And you can see, man, some of the people we beat, Rumble Johnson worked his way up from 14th ranked to 2nd ranked, but I didn't see the point, man. They wanted me to fight some 4th ranked just calf, and I was like, that's not worth it. I want to be able to list like fucking killers that I fought off, you know. But they kept offering me shit rematches, or they kept offering me really shit created fighters. Of course, I could have waited for the super fight against Dominic Reyes, but even that didn't seem worth it to me. So I was just like, you know what, we're gonna call it a day there, and yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, drop a like, subscribe down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the little kind of story from the streets to the champ, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.